Hi, I'm Marty Nemko. This is the last, for now, I think, in a series of some off-the-cuff thoughts about practical matters. Um, they've had an unusually good ratio of likes to not likes, thumbs ups to thumbs down here on YouTube, so I decided to keep going with these. I've done, you'll see, you just go on my channel, you'll see a bunch of them. The last one I just did was on parenting. I've done one on exercise recently. I've done on shopping smart, learning smart, a couple of others. In any case, I want to turn last to, ironically, what may be most controversial, which is cooking. I've been with my wife for 47 years now, but we have two residences, in part because she's superintendent of schools in Napa County and has to live up there, and I have a busy career counseling practice in Oakland, 45 miles away, so we spend much time alone, separate. And so I'm not a good cook, and those of you know I work my butt off. I work constantly, and I don't like to spend a lot of time shopping, chopping, cooking, and etc. Especially since I tend to do things too fast, including eat too fast. I'm not going to spend hours shopping, chopping, etc. for 10 minutes of eating. So I've developed I guess what could be described as a bachelor's approach to food preparation. So I'm going to simply do this by walking you through my typical day, and it's amazing how quickly I can prepare and healthy, tasty, filling, inexpensive meals. So I'm going to just walk you through my typical day. When the weather is warm, for breakfast, I will typically have frozen yogurt and a fruit. Not frozen yogurt, excuse me. Yogurt and a fruit. I buy a 32-ounce tub of Trader Joe's unflavored yogurt and have a fresh fruit that I have one bite of yogurt, one bite of fresh fruit, and therefore in zero time I've had a healthy, inexpensive breakfast. When it's cold, I will often have oatmeal, just plain old regular Quaker oatmeal that I put in the microwave with a little water for a minute. And then I have a mix. I've mixed, I put it in one bag. I mix some chopped walnuts that I get in a bag from Trader Joe's, some shredded coconut, same from Trader Joe's, brown sugar, and I keep that in a separate bag, a little brown sugar, and some cranberries, dried cranberries. And I just take a handful of that, put it into the oatmeal, along with 1 teaspoon of sugar, of that brown sugar, stir it around, and in a total of less than 2 minutes, I have a filling, healthy, inexpensive breakfast. Moving on to lunch, typically I will simply put together a big salad. Well, I might throw, for example, I buy chicken breasts, and I put them in baggies, freezer baggies, and keep them in the freezer, and then I'll take one out and I'll stick it in a bowl and put it in the microwave and for roughly 3 minutes, and it comes out. While I'm doing that, I'm making a salad of just lettuce, tomatoes, usually blue cheese, baby peeled carrots, and that's usually it. And then I will, on my little polycarbonate cutting board, regular cutting board, when the chicken is done, I will chop it up into bite-sized pieces, sprinkle it with whatever I'm in the mood for, whether it be Parmesan cheese or curry powder or what else? So sometimes soy sauce, garlic powder, whatever, or a combination thereof. And then I put that on the salad, and I've got a lovely salad. And I will usually, while I'm waiting for the chicken to get done, I will put up 1 or 2 pieces of rye bread. I like rye bread, which I also get from Trader Joe's. They have this wonderful Jewish rye bread, which is delicious. And I will put that in the toaster while I'm waiting, and then I'll have that piece of bread or two with that salad. And again, I'll usually have a fresh fruit or yogurt for dessert. And again, almost no time, almost no cost, healthy, filling, and I like it. Sometimes I'll make myself a tuna fish sandwich. Simply I'll take a plain can of tuna fish, stick some mayonnaise in with a little bit of either pepperoncini, little chopped up pepperoncini, or pickles, or pickle stuff, and I've got a great sandwich with some cherry tomatoes, and my mouth is watering even as I'm saying it. And so for little cost, little effort, I've got a lunch. And dinner is rough, it's pretty similar. I might have another salad, or I might, very often I'll take frozen broccoli pieces, broccoli crowns, put that in the microwave, and then at the end either put either again some Parmesan cheese, garlic, soy sauce, or whatever on it, along with some bread or rice crackers. Maybe sometimes a couple times a week I'll have a piece of meat. I usually will buy some top sirloin, chop it into cut a big piece into 5 ounce or so pieces, put them again in individual freezer bags, and then stick them in the broiler for 5 or 10 minutes with just some garlic and maybe some soy sauce on it, and have that alongside my salad or the broccoli, and again for dessert, typically fruit or frozen yogurt. But I shouldn't, lest you think, and I don't get bored with it, although I would say about 4 times a week I do have a meal out. And my favorite things, just for whatever it's like, there's a chain called Soup Plantations, which also is in some locations called Sweet Tomatoes, that has the most amazing salad and soup bar and dessert bar. And I go there. I also tend to love Indian food. I'll go to an Indian buffet and really enjoy those, but be very careful to keep my carbs under control. And calories under control. I use less sauce and, just enjoy the amazing flavors of Indian food. And that, in short, is how I'll be 69 years old in June, and just had my annual physical, yet another clean bill of health. And I'm not skinny. I'm probably 10 to 15 pounds overweight. But I get to eat pretty much what I want. I enjoy it, and it doesn't cost much money. It doesn't take much time, and it's filling. And that's it. Take it for what it's worth. That's Marty Nemco's approach to cooking and eating. I'm Marty Nemco. If you found this of any value, of course, I encourage you to thumbs up it. And if you wish to share it, there's a share button where you could share it with your social media. And simply feel free to write a comment. I read your comments and welcome them. And again, thanks for watching. I'm Marty Nemco.